Hi, YouTube world. Hello. I'm making a MyHeritage Part 3 DNA results, like I promised I would. So basically, I finally got my results. I posted a couple videos, probably at least a month ago. Describing how you can do DNA testing and what I used, how much I paid for it. So I used, in case you haven't seen my other videos, I used MyHeritage DNA. I already have a family tree with them that I made online. So I got like an ad on my Facebook saying they do it for only $70. So I was like, why not? So I did it. Yeah. And so, so it took, I don't know, yeah, we'll say like about a month for me to finally get my results. It goes through a bunch of processes that they describe on their website. So it's not just a real quick thing. They have to send it to the lab. They have to break down your different DNA components, and there's a whole bunch of steps. But yeah, so it takes about a month, and I would like to say that my results definitely did surprise me. Not in the way I thought they would. Basically, I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see my results here. So that's, hopefully you can see that. So that's the percentages, and that shows what parts of the world I'm from. So what surprised me is the fact, and again, I'm sorry if I look a wreck. I had a really long day. I had clinicals today. I have a migraine, but I wanted to post this video. So, yeah. Anyway, so I guess basically my ancestry is from Europe, which I knew that already. But what surprised me is, number one, my DNA is different. There's my cat. Hi, Axel. My DNA is different than my older sister's, in some ways. So that surprised me, because you would think we would have the same thing, and we don't. She didn't use MyHeritage, though. She went through, I think, myancestry.com. And I think they're a little more expensive, and I think, oh my gosh, my cat. Okay. They're a little more expensive, and I think, though, that they go a little more in depth than, MyHeritage DNA did. So I would be curious, and I probably will in, I don't know, 6 months or something, when I have a job again and I'm finished nursing school and have money. I'll probably buy the myancestry.com kit, just to see if I get a little more in-depth results, because with my older sister, her results were a lot more spread out throughout Europe. She had Scandinavian descent in her DNA. She also had she had a very small percentage, 1%, but still she had 1% Middle Eastern. She also had 1% Ashkenazi Jewish. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's the type of Jewish that was in that has European ancestry. So I'm surprised that I don't have that, and she had that. Also, I'm really surprised that I only have 1%, according to this, 1% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense, because I'm third generation Irish, so my basically my great grandma came over from Ireland. So I'm surprised that I only have 1%, but I guess, maybe those genes weren't as expressed in my DNA. My sister had a lot more Irish than I did, so I guess maybe I just didn't get those genes as much, or they're not as dominant, I guess, for me. Um, but yeah, that definitely surprised me a lot because my mom is mostly Irish, from what I understand, and I always thought that I took after my mom more than my dad, like my at least like personality wise. So that surprises me a lot. I know I look a lot more like my dad, especially in like pictures of him when he was younger. I'm like, oh, there's my nose, there's my mouth, but which sounds weird. Okay, but anyway, I know I look more like my dad and his side of the family from what I've been told, but I always thought I had a lot of my mom's like personality traits and everything, so that definitely surprised me. So yeah, I have 1% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh, and 12.5% Italian, which that that did surprise me, but it surprised me because I never knew I was like had some Italian in me. Like growing up, I was told that we didn't have any Italian, but my sister who did Ancestry.com, hers showed up as Italian, so I figured I probably would have some as well. But for me, I had 12.5 and she only had like 5%. But I've always thought to myself, even though I was told we weren't Italian, that we had to be just because, like, knowing Italian people and having Italian family members, not blood related, but, like, my uncle's wife, she's Italian, and, like, there's a lot of similarities, I feel like, with Italian people and the way me and my family are. Like, we are obsessed with like food and we love pasta and we talk with our hands, as you can see. And we're all like really short, and I have dark hair and dark eyes. Um, I know these are stereotypes, but I'm just saying, I always just thought we have to be Italian somewhere. And um, and it makes sense. I mean, if you're mostly European, that you probably would be somewhere. But and then so 1% Irish, 12.5% Italian, and then according to the rest, 86.5% is North and West European. So that's like France, Germany, Switzerland, Netherlands, Belgium, and Denmark. See? So, okay, yeah. So anyway, that part didn't surprise me too much because my dad is really German, from what I've been told, and French as well. And I've had like a lot of people tell me that I guess I look French, whatever that means. But I've even had a French lady one time. She came up to me and started speaking French. I had no idea what she was saying, and then she realized I don't speak French, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, like, you, like, look French." I'm like, "Okay." But yeah, so the French part and German doesn't really surprise me at all. But yeah, it's just interesting. Like I said, because I'm interested in this stuff anyway, and I got such different results to a degree from my older sister. I probably will post another video doing Ancestry.com just to see like if I get different results and more in depth like my sisters were. Sorry. So yeah, that's my results. If you have questions, comments, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe. There should be like a subscribe button to the right. So, okay. Thank you. Have a good night, guys. Bye.